Welcome to today's tutorial. If you've ever used cloud services, you know that cloud computing offers a lot of benefits: scalability, flexibility, and convenience, but there's one aspect that can be a little tricky to manage: costs. In this video, our objective is to cover how cloud pricing models work. Different types of pricing models: pay-as-you-go, reserved pricing, spot instances. Tips for effectively managing cloud costs. Whether you're a beginner just starting to use the cloud, or you have some experience but want to learn how to keep costs under control, we've got you covered. So, let's jump right in and make cloud cost management simple. First, let's talk about how cloud pricing works. Cloud providers like Amazon Web Services, AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud all have different pricing models, but most of them follow a pay-as-you-go system. This means you only pay for the resources you actually use. For example, if you're using a cloud server to host a website, you'll be charged based on the amount of time the server is running, how much storage it uses, and how much data is transferred in and out of it. There are also other types of pricing models, such as subscription-based pricing. Some cloud services offer a fixed price for a set period, like monthly or yearly. Reserved pricing: you commit to using certain resources for a longer period, for example, 1 or 3 years, and get a discounted price. Let's explore the most common pricing models in more detail. The most popular pricing model is pay-as-you-go. This is great because you're only paying for the resources you actually use. Let's say you're hosting a virtual machine, VM. If your VM is running for 5 hours, you'll only be charged for those 5 hours. If you turn it off, you stop being charged. The same goes for things like storage, bandwidth, and databases. It's all based on how much you consume. Advantages of pay-as-you-go: flexibility. You can scale your services up or down depending on your needs without worrying about paying for unused resources. No long-term commitments. You only pay for what you use, so it's a good option for businesses with variable workloads. But be careful, because this model charges based on usage. Costs can quickly add up if you're not actively monitoring your usage. Next, let's talk about reserved pricing. In reserved pricing, you commit to using a cloud resource for a longer period of time, typically 1 or 3 years. This model is often used for services like virtual machines or databases, where you know you'll need the resource for an extended time. In return for that commitment, cloud providers give you a significant discount. For example, if you commit to using a certain VM for 3 years, you might get 30% or more off the regular price. Advantages of reserved pricing: cost savings. If you're sure you'll need a resource for a long time, this can be a cost-effective option. Predictable expenses. Since you're paying a fixed price for a set period, it's easier to budget your cloud costs. But remember, if your needs change and you no longer require that resource, you'll still be locked into the contract. Another pricing model to be aware of is spot or preemptible instances. This is a bit different from the standard pay-as-you-go or reserved pricing models. Spot instances are unused cloud computing resources that are sold at a much lower price than the regular price. However, they can be terminated by the cloud provider at any time if the demand for those resources increases. So, if you don't need a resource to run continuously, and you can handle interruptions, spot instances can save you a lot of money. These are commonly used for tasks like batch processing or data analysis, where a little downtime won't hurt. Advantages of spot instances: huge savings. Spot instances can be up to 90% cheaper than on-demand instances. Great for flexible workloads. If your job doesn't require constant uptime, this is a great option. However, keep in mind that they're not suitable for all workloads, especially if uptime is crucial. Let's quickly summarize what we covered today. Cloud pricing models include pay-as-you-go, reserved pricing, and spot instances. Pay-as-you-go is flexible but requires active monitoring to avoid high costs. Reserved pricing offers discounts for long-term commitments and is ideal for predictable workloads. Spot instances provide huge savings for flexible, non-critical tasks. By understanding these models, you can make informed decisions to manage cloud costs effectively. Before you go, take your learning to the next level. Click the link in the description to access this lesson inside the MotivaLogic Academy Learning Management System. There, you'll find a quiz for every lesson, hands-on labs, and real-world projects designed to test and strengthen your understanding. While you're there, explore our full catalog of advanced, hands-on courses and downloadable resources, all created to help you move from theory to real-world expertise faster. Ready to gain real industry experience? Work on practical projects, collaborate with other professionals, and build a strong GitHub portfolio that sets you apart and accelerates your career. Click the work experience link in the description below to register your interest. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And turn on notifications so you never miss a future lesson. Thank you for watching.